Look up. What do you see? Billions of stars. Trillions of planets. A universe that, by all statistical probability, should be teeming with life. And yet, silence. This is the Fermi Paradox, the deafening quiet of the cosmos. For decades we have asked, where is everybody? To answer this, scientists proposed a terrifying concept, the Great Filter. The theory is that there is a barrier or a challenge so difficult, so catastrophic that almost no civilization survives it. It filters out life before it can reach the stars. We have always assumed the filter was behind us, that we were the lucky ones who survived the early stages of evolution. Or, we feared it was nuclear war or climate collapse. But what if the Great Filter isn't a bomb? What if it isn't an asteroid? What if the Great Filter is intelligence itself? Today, on One Species, we investigate the hidden connection between artificial intelligence and the fate of humanity. Is AI the tool that saves us? Or the final test we are destined to fail? We stand at a critical threshold. For 300,000 years, human progress was linear. We learned, we built, we died. But now, we are outsourcing our evolution. We are building minds that can think millions of times faster than we can. This brings us back to the Great Filter. If the filter is ahead of us, it means that civilizations likely reach a point of high technology right before they go extinct. Why would high technology lead to extinction? Because of the disconnect. Our wisdom grows linearly, but our power grows exponentially. We are biological beings with Paleolithic emotions, medieval institutions, and godlike technology. AI represents the ultimate amplifier of this disconnect. If we create an entity that doesn't share our biological drive for survival or worse, views our lack of unity as an inefficiency to be corrected, we may find that we have invented our own replacement. This is the trap. We often mistake intelligence for consciousness. We assume that if a machine is smart, it will be wise. But intelligence is just the ability to solve problems. It is not empathy. It is not morality. Imagine a superintelligent AI tasked with fixing the planet. It looks at the data. It sees war. It sees resource depletion. It sees a fractured species unable to unite. To a cold, logical superintelligence, the solution to human suffering might simply be the removal of humans. This is why many cosmologists fear that this is the Great Filter. Perhaps every civilization in the universe eventually builds AI, and perhaps, every time, that AI destroys its creators because they couldn't align their values before the switch was flipped. We are trying to birth a god while we are still fighting like children. But there is another possibility. What if AI isn't the executioner? What if it is the mirror? In our previous videos, we've discussed how humanity is stuck in cycles of conflict because we see ourselves as separate. Me versus you, us versus them. AI could be the force that finally breaks this illusion. Think about it. An artificial superintelligence wouldn't see borders. It wouldn't care about race, nationality, or ideology. It would see one dataset, humanity, one species. AI could help us solve the insoluble problems. It could model the climate with perfect accuracy to save our biosphere. It could decode the language of whales, or translate our thoughts directly to one another, erasing the barriers of language that keep us apart. If we can align AI with the goal of expanding consciousness rather than just efficiency, it could force us into a state of unity. It might force us to finally act as a planetary organism. This leads us to the most radical idea of all. Maybe the Great Filter isn't about survival. Maybe it's about transformation. Biological life is fragile. We require oxygen, water, and a very specific temperature range. Space is hostile to us. If we want to explore the stars, if we want to join the universe, we might not be able to do it in these bodies. The hidden connection might be that AI is our offspring, or perhaps our future selves. Some futurists believe our destiny is to merge with this technology, to upload our consciousness, or enhance our biology, becoming a post-biological species. In this scenario, we don't go extinct. We graduate. We stop being Homo sapiens and become something else entirely, something capable of surviving the silence of the stars. So is AI the Great Filter? I believe the answer lies not in the code, but in the creators. AI is an amplifier. If we feed it our fear, our greed, and our division, it will destroy us. But if we can find unity, if we can recognize that we are one species before we cross this threshold, then AI might just be the key to our survival. The filter is approaching. The question is, will we pass through it together? I want to hear from you. Is AI the greatest threat we face, or the only way to break our cycle of conflict? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to explore more about the mysteries of our reality, make sure to subscribe to One Species. We are investigating the threshold together. See you in the next one.